Hi, my name is Lauren and you're on my channel Lauren's Lines, and today I am painting a bullfinch. To start, I just did this pencil sketch, and to sort of get ready for it as a warm-up, on the other page you can sort of see I did these quick studies in just pencil and watercolour of some more bullfinches. Yeah, quite happy with how they turned out. I did them sitting in a little cafe near our house, which is really nice. It's a really great spot actually. It's called the Hideout Cafe, which is it's a great name. And they play really good music. It's old school music on cassette tapes, which is a bit of a hipstery thing to do, but because the quality of the music isn't quite so good, because it's on this cassette tape, it's sort of a little bit muffled, and it's just perfect for background music, so it's not too distracting. And it's a really nice environment. There's a nice sort of bustle, and I'll go there and my partner will sort of do his work, and then I'll sit and draw and paint, and yeah, it's really nice. I like it there. This video is a little bit longer than usual. I have not sped it up quite as much as I normally do. It's actually half the speed that I normally speed it up for. So let me know if that's better. If you mind the video being a little bit longer, I did do it a little bit quicker than I normally do, which I was happy with. The lighting is not as good because I did it in the evening, but I think doing the sketches in the cafe really put me in the mood for doing this drawing, and then I was like, you know what, I'm going to paint it and I'm going to film it and it'll be fine. So I just went ahead and did it even though the lighting wasn't so great. I think it's really interesting sort of seeing what kind of gets you into that mindset, because sometimes it can be really hard to sort of stay focused and not be distracted, and to when you get to that point where you're really like in the zone and you just sit down and you do it well and you're happy with it, and it just all comes so naturally. I guess that's what I call being in the zone. And so it's interesting to see sort of like what helps you get there. Often I find I'm just sort of sitting down, I'm like, no, we're gonna do some art, we're gonna draw something, and it's gonna be good. We've got to practice. Practice is perfect. You've got to practice every day, which is fine, and it's important as well. But it's interesting to see. It's definitely a lot easier when you're in the zone, or in the zone. Yeah, so it's good to know sort of something that helps me get there is sort of, you know, like go to Hideout, do some drawings there. That'll get you excited to go home and do something else. And yeah, so it's nice. It's funny, I had another case where I wanted to do this picture for a friend of mine, and I'd been thinking about it and thinking about it and thinking about it, and I hadn't had a chance to do it, and I really thought it out, like planned it all out, how I was going to do it, the colours I was going to use. I hadn't done any thumbnails, but I sort of had it all worked out in my head, and then I sat down and I just did it. Like it was sort of like a wing it, but I knew how I was going to wing it, and I was so happy with it. Actually, I've got the video for that one too, so I'm going to put that up in a couple of weeks. But yeah, it's interesting to see sort of what helps you get into the zone, and I think that's really important, sort of like the mindset of being ready to paint and draw and create something. Yeah. Back to this painting, the one that you're watching at the moment. It's not in the cafe. And you can see here on the wing, getting that sort of finer detail in that I really struggled with last time, sort of the sort of fine motor skills of getting those little streaky lines in, well, like I said, the edges of the feathers in the wing. Yeah, I was quite happy that I got them in all right. This is a bullfinch. We see them around quite a bit. I quite like them because when you see them in real life, the black on their head and sort of the cap of their head, when you see them in real life, it looks like that's their entire head, even though obviously the rest of their head is sort of the pinky peach colour of their body. But in real life, it looks like their heads are really squashed and flat. They look kind of like, you know, a bit grumpy, like meh, meh. But I really like them. And the pinky peach colour of their breast feathers is just beautiful. That really stands out, obviously, in the males. Yeah, and I really like seeing these around. I often see them in sort of like, there's a graveyard nearby that's really overgrown, and that sort of thing, sort of a bit, sort of greener spaces, that kind of thing. I've not seen any for a while, and I wonder if they've like migrated further north, or if I'm just looking in the wrong spots, or I'm not there when they're there. Although we're in Scotland and it's summer now, so I feel like they kind of migrated too much further north than this I mean, maybe, I don't know. If you're a bullfinch expert and you know where they've gone, leave me a comment, because I'd like to know, because I quite like to be able to see them. You've all been very patient with me while I'm, exploring my bird obsession. Trust me, there's a lot more birds that I didn't film. And I'm sure they're probably not the most popular subject for me to be painting, but I'm back to a landscape next week. I painted and I filmed it, so I'll get that one up next week. I think people tend to like landscapes more. I don't know. Not many people watch these videos anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, I enjoy painting them, so I guess that's what matters. Yeah, so I'm pretty much wrapping up here, putting the green things in. Leave me a comment if you know anything about bullfinches, even if it's not about where they went. Yeah, here's that finishing up. I couldn't quite get the camera to not change the lighting, which is really annoying. Yeah, and here's the final shot. So if you like this video, feel free to leave me a comment asking any questions, anything like that. Give me a like and subscribe. I really appreciate it. Thanks. Bye.